In this video, I would like to show you how you can use the Matrix 42 solution builder to configure dialogs in the solution. To do so, we need to log in as an administrator, in this case Vincent Valentine, and in our example, we want to change the incident dialog. What we want to implement is a logic that is already implemented into the ticket dialog, and it's like this. We have here the standard dialog with the standard look and feel, and if we choose here something that contains SAP in the summary, then we want to show have 4 additional modules that show up according to the SAP in the summary, the SAP keyword. This is not implemented yet in the incident dialog, so we can look into the incident dialog here, see it. And to add this behavior, we can use the action change layout for the edit dialog. You see, here we are in the dialog designer, and what we can add here is our new 4 SAP attributes. We want to put them here in this area. What I want to do is that we have 2 columns with 2 attributes each column, and we can achieve that by clicking here, set inner structure with layout grid, and with clicking on that we can split that cell horizontally. And you see now we have 2 areas where we can put our attributes to. So next we go to the data model here on the right side, and we can search here for SAP. See, we have 4 different attributes, and we start with SAP module. We put it here on the left side and can choose the input control. In this case we would like to choose enumeration picker, which is a drop-down field. So we do so just here a little bit and put in the next attribute in a second. So that would be then the user ID, text box. We put in here the additional fields on the right side. That would be then log off, log on. This is a Boolean, so we use a checkbox as an input control. Then we go with the last one, which is also a Boolean, SAP other ID. And what we can do then is we can adjust the caption of that different attributes by clicking here on the different attributes on the right upper corner, and we get the properties for that particular control. And what you can change here, for instance, is the label. We add here the label. We use, in this case, a localizable field. We add a local field, SAP module multi-language, so that you can see what I want to do here. You see, we have here a flag on the right side, so we can click here and add then the different translations, the different display strings for the different languages. So in this case, for instance, for German, it's SAP module. Okay, so I don't do that for the rest of the attributes. You can see, you can change that if you click that example through on your particular environment. Okay, so we publish that for the moment so that we can see what is already achieved. And we open it again. And we can see we have now our new 3 modules here. And next, what I want to do is we want to implement that logic that we only see it when SAP is in the summary, because at the moment, if I go to Paper Jam, you also see the SAP module or the SAP attributes. Okay, how do we do that? We go back to our dialog, and what we need to do is for that container that contains the 4 attributes to set the visibility. We can set that to true or false, but we also have the option to have a Boolean attribute that is calculated, and we can use that Boolean attribute to control the visibility. And what we do now is we go to the data model and create a new context variable with the name is SAP and the type Boolean, and the logic can be configured here. We want to look into the subject, so we look into the data model, search for subject as payers activity class based subject, and whatever is within the or is the content of subject, that can be then calculated, and we can get a Boolean value from that. I prepared something, and you see here we try to figure out if subject matches, the subject string matches in any way SAP, and then it returns 1 or true, and in the other case 0 or false. Okay, so we save it. We again publish it to the web server so that any user can use it. And now we try to test it. Go back to Paper Jam. Okay, we forgot something. Yeah, we only created the attribute, but we don't use it at the moment. So what we have to do is we go back into the dialog, click here on Container Attributes again, and now Container Attributes, we need to set the visibility, and now to the model is SAP. And now we publish it again. Go back to incidents. We open Paper Jam again, and you see that we don't see any SAP attribute. And if we open SAP issue, you see the SAP attributes. So that's how I wanted to adjust the dialog using the Matrix 42 solution builder.